Hello, Miss. I am the first one.
Hello, Miss.
Hello, hello. Okay, people. So, okay. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. So, welcome to reading class again, people. Today we're going to be working. As you know, we have been learning about exaggerating and making judgment, okay, during some of the reading the story that we have been reading. And these times we're going to talk about tall tale, okay? Tall tale is when we uh, tell to someone about a story or on a specific thing. So I'm going to share the screen to you and you're going to be finding out what we're going to be doing today. Okay, so here we go. Hello, hello. So, okay, this is the topic, tall tales. Okay, so tall tales. Well, in tall tales, people, we will be learning about this. What is a tall tale? You're going to write only the things that is in these two, okay? That is in here. Okay, a tall tales, it's an exaggerated and humorous story that teaches a moral or lesson in which the main character is a superhuman or larger than life. The character could have been made of or is a real person. For example, in here we had Paul Bunyan. Okay, so a tall tale, it's a story that is very difficult to believe. Okay, it's greatly exaggerated story. Okay, this characteristic of a tall tale is that they have humor, it has impossible situations, and characters with superhuman abilities. And it has a lot of exaggerations, okay? So as you know, John Henry is a tall tale. It because they have a lot of exaggerations, okay? So when he just was born and he was born and opened the eyes and started growing, and then the family go and show him to all the animals that were surrounding the house in the porch, and he jumped out of his mom's arms and started growing and growing and growing and growing until he became like an adult. Okay, so that is exaggerated. Or another impossible thing is that he about when Sophia, tell me.
Miss, this is Porsche.
Yes, that is a porch. So,
Okay.
okay, Andrea, can you tell me one exaggerating situation about John Henry that we read in page 242 to 246?
Can he run so fast?
He grows so
And that,
fast. Okay, very
no,
good.
run.
Run.
Correct.
Yes, he runs so fast. Dana, can you tell me another exaggerating situation or exaggerated situation in John Henry? Is no Dana in the class? Bruce, tell me another exaggerated situation.
That is so easy.
Mija, yo sé lo que iba a decir, lo que dijo André iba a decir yo. O sea, lo
So
de
you
John
don't
Henry Super Run Super.
only that. Okay, only that. Abigail.
That he's growing so fast.
Is growing so fast. There was another exaggerating thing. Darwin.
That he.
Andrea, let them, Andrea, too. Because I know that you know a lot of exaggerating situation on the story because you have been paying attention. Darwin, do you have any exaggerating situation?
My brother is very exaggerated with the games.
No, that is not what I asked you, Darwin. No. Camila, you have any exaggerated situation from John Henry?
He was so big.
Dariel?
An exaggerating of John Henry that he
Andrea. Only Andrea has read the story. Only she has been paying attention.
That he cut all the trees with his strong arms. No.
Okay, yes. Well, Lin May. Lin May?
that he was very strong and he was very fast.
Okay. Litzy.
The baby crow in on the shoulder of the mama.
Okay, Lauren.
That she run very fast in the air and the air can how do you say alcanzarlo?
Can reach.
Can reach.
Okay, so there are a lot of exaggerating situations, right? Especially, do you remember when it say that the sun was behind the moon because the sun wanted to see John Henry to born?
Yes, I want to say that, and the song is scary.
He was scary about John Henry because he started laughing so loud. So over there are some characteristics of the literary form telling John Henry. That's what I was asking that to you. So we have John Henry. They say the story is told in a plain way of speaking. It's very it's understandable to read the story, and there is a widely exaggerated or impossible event. Another event is when he say that the wind was out of breath because he couldn't reach John Henry. So that's exaggerated, right? So over there, well, you were mentioning some of them. Well, that's why I'm going to tell you about him. So exaggerating event is, well, that's why I'm going to tell you about him, because they had a lot of exam. Then we have baby John Henry jumps out of his mother's arm and start to grow. John Henry chops down acre of trees in one afternoon. That is another exaggerating.
What to say, you miss that?
And he pulverized a boulder with his hammer. That is another exaggerating event. Okay. I also say John Henry exaggerating events are humors. What kind of humors can you find over there that was very funny to read?
That trees that are funny when all the animals they go and when that's done it's scary.
They were scary, right? That was one of them. So he grew until his head and shoulders went through the roof. So,
And the animals were so fascinated because the John Henry was so beautiful when he was a baby and he was impressed.
Yes, that could be a very real life detail. But John Henry joined to a road crew. It means that he started working in a normal job, like whatever people, okay? So that is a real life tell event. He worked on the Chesapeake on Ohio Railroad. Okay. So just give me a second, guys. Just give me a second that I need to do something. Oh, okay. What happened with this? Just give me a second. Okay, so over there, as you can see, there were a lot of exaggerating events in John Henry stories, right? So just give me a second that I'm going to
share the screen.
Yes, again. So you are well, there is a tall tales, an example of tall tales that I'm going to show you over there. Jesus, why this is not sharing again? Okay, so let me go back. Over there, we had examples of tall tale. Molly Pitcher, the woman who fought the war. So if you see over there, so Paul Bunyan, the giant lumberjack, or Peckersville. So these three stories are tall tales. Okay, so can you please, can you write the example of tall tales? Just write Molly Pitcher, the woman who fought the war, and Paul Bunyan, the giant lumberjack.
Only that?
Only that, only write that.
Okay.
How many seconds?
Mhm.
You don't have to question now. You have to start writing because when the time is over, you say no, miss. Don't put it down. Don't put it up.
Oh,
What,
sorry.
Lauren? Don't put it down.
I'm sorry, I confused.
Okay. So as you know, I can tell you like in Molly picture. So what do you think the woman's this person fall in the word? This woman, or that there is a giant in a lumberjack that he can take care of a lot of animals?
I don't know.
Uh-huh. Well, I'm gonna be explaining to you what is this about, okay? So you need to write these examples. At least that's the example of the these two examples. Okay, only these two, the Somali picture and Paul Bunyan.
Miss, Peckerville is a of Disney.
Yes, it's from Disney.
What?
Okay, so we are gonna continue today reading more about John Henry, okay?
Oh, it's for Disney. Oh.
We have to, in what page we have to have our book? Miss, because we
No,
we don't finish the reading a paragraph.
What
Oh,
paragraph?
yeah, we don't finish reading a paragraph.
What paragraph? We're gonna continue today. Okay, guys, I
We
need
don't
to.
finish reading a paragraph
finish.
that are like for I don't remember what are the page, but I'm going to say when I found it.
Mm-hmm. I told you we're gonna continue. Okay,
Finish.
so we are going to start reading. Okay. So today we're gonna continue page 248 to 250. Okay. So please read and follow the reading. I'm not going to share the screen to you because you need to use your book. Okay.
What pages? 200 what?
248.
248.
Let's want to read.
248. Okay.
Miss, I have to say something. I don't remember that we read at 248.
Lauren,
We-
today we're gonna, Lauren, you don't listen instructions, darling.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So over there, as you know, in the page 246, we know that John Henry, he went to work in a normal place, in a road crew, that they were building a road, okay? So that is in the picture, no, 247, but in the next, that is 240.
Hey.
200, yes.
Why are you laughing, Miss?
I'm sorry, because, oh, I found out.
Your miss.
Oh, Jesus, it's because I cannot open the book. Well, in the picture 248, I just can't see the picture. As you know, John Henry was working in a crew in a construction a road. They were constructing a road, okay? So over there, so John Henry, Do you remember that these people say that they are going to dynamite a place to continue building, right? Well, we're gonna continue in here. So I'm going to start with Darwin. 248.
That dynamite made so much racket they immediately look over the parapet of heaven and hollered, "It's getting too noisy down there." The dynamic kicked up so much dear then does it gone dark. The moon thought night had caught her napping and she hurried out so fast she almost burned.
Okay, wait. Hurry, oh. She hurried out so fast. Hurry out, no ooh. Okay.
She hurried out so fast she almost bumped into the sun, who was still climbing the steep hill toward noontime.
Noontime, okay? So, continue, Sebastian.
When all the commotion from the dynamite has over, the road crew has amazed the boat has still there. In fact, the dynamite has not knocked even a chip of it. The crew did not know what
to do.
When they heard a rumbling noise. They looked around. It was John Henry. Laughing, he said, "If you gentlemen will give me a little room. I got some work to do."
Okay. Abigail, continue.
Don't see how you can do what dynamite could, say the boss of the crew. John Henry chuckled. Just watch me. He swung one of his hammers round and round his head. It made such a wind that leaves blew off the trees and the birds fell out of the sky.
Ring!
The hammer hit the boulder. The boulder chirruped, looked good on a cold winter morning when it looks like the school bus is never going to come. Ring!
Ring!
The boulder chirruped like the morning when freedom came to the slaves.
Okay, stop there. Jose.
John Henry picked up his other hammer. He swung one hammer in a circle over his head. As soon as it hit the rock, ring! The hammer in his left hand started to make a circle and ring. Soon the ring of one hammer followed the ring of the other one so closely it sounded like they were falling at the same time.
Ring, 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 ring. Okay.
And dust.
Okay, stop there. Stop. Okay. Camila. Chips and dogs.
Heat and dust were flying from the boulder so fast that John Henry vanished from sight, but you could still hear his hammers. Ring, ring. The air seemed to be dancing to the rhythm of
Rhythm,
his
to the rhythm.
to the rhythm
Rhythm.
of his hammers. The boss of the road crew looked up, his mouth dropped, then he pointed into the sky.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Okay. Andrea.
There, in the air above the boulder, was a rainbow. John Henry was swinging the hammer so fast. He was making a impact with my hope that never dies. Start. I got a rainbow. Ring, ring, tied round my shoulder. Ring, ring, here a gun rain. Not here a gun rain. Ring,
Okay, okay, thank you. Okay, Lin-May. Remember that you need to raise your hand to see, because you only see this, I don't want to see you.
Yes.
John Henry sang and he horned and the air danced and the rainbow shimmered and the earth shook and rolled from the blows of the hammer. Finally, it was quiet. Slowly, the dust cleared. Folks could not believe their eyes. The boulders was gone. In its place was the prettiest and straightest road they had ever seen. Not only had John Henry
Pulverized
pulverized the boulder into the pebbles, he had finished building the road. In the distance,
okay, wait a second, Bruce.
Okay, Miss. In the distance where the new road connected to the main one, the road crew saw John Henry waving goodbye, a hammer on each shoulder. The rainbow trailed around him like love.
Okay, thank you. Lauren.
John Henry went on his way. He had heard that any man good with a hammer could find work building the Chesapeake and
Ohio
Railroad through West Virginia. That was where he had been going when she stopped to build the road. The next.
Stop there. Continue, Diego.
Okay, fine. The next day, John Henry arrived at the railroad. However, work had stopped the railroad. Okay, I continue.
The railroad.
Okay. Trucks had to go through a mountain, and such a mountain next to it, even John Henry felt small. But A worker told young Henry about a new machine they were going to use to tunnel through the mountain. It was called a steam drill. It can hammer faster and harder than 10 men, and it never has to stop and rest.
Rest. Okay. We're gonna stop in here because we don't have more time, okay? So it will be very important that you reread again these pages, okay? Because in the next class, I'm going to be asking you questions. Okay, thank you guys.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.
Miss, I'm going to
See
tell
you,
you
Miss.
something.
See you
That I
phonics, Miss.
That I
Okay.
use a ruler. to
Bye,
draw-
me.
Okay.
That I use a ruler. Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Miss.
Bye. Bye, beauty.